Let me ask you a question. What separates the successful from the average? Is it talent? Intelligence? Luck? No, it's not any of these things. What separates the successful from the average is simple, and that's persistence. The successful don't stop when things get hard. They don't quit when they hit a wall. They don't throw in the towel when they fail. They get up, dust themselves off, and keep going. Let me tell you something. Success is not about being the smartest, the luckiest, or the most gifted. It's about being relentless. It's about the mindset that says, I'll do whatever it takes to reach my goal, even when it's tough, even when it seems impossible, even when I feel like giving up. Think about it. Those who succeed aren't necessarily the ones who start out ahead of the pack. They're the ones who keep running when everyone else slows down. When you understand this, you'll realize that persistence is the secret ingredient that makes the difference. Success in studying or in life isn't about working harder than anyone else. It's about never stopping. That's the key. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you'd rather do anything but study or push forward. It's about commitment. It's about the discipline to keep going, no matter how many setbacks you face. Let quotes though be clear. No one who has ever achieved great things did it by stopping halfway. No, the ones who achieve success are the ones who fight through the struggles, keep moving forward when things seem tough, and keep their eyes on the prize. They may stumble, they may fall, but they never ever quit. The challenge is simple. Can you do the same? Can you commit to yourself and to your goals, even when the going gets? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The road to success is not paved with comfort, ease, or instant gratification. Success is not something that happens overnight. It's hard. It's challenging. It's full of obstacles and roadblocks that will test you. There will be days when you feel like you can't go any further. You'll feel exhausted, defeated, and frustrated. But here's the truth you need to remember. The successful ones are the ones who keep moving, even when they feel like they can't take another step. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is this: successful people have learned how to push through. When they face obstacles, they don't turn around and go back. No, they keep moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. They keep grinding, keep working, and keep showing up. That's how success is built. Now, I want you to think about something. When the going gets tough, what will you choose? Will you choose to quit? Will you choose to let the challenges defeat you? Or will you choose to keep going, to push past the pain and fight for your dreams? Because here's the hard truth. The world is full of people who started strong but gave up along the way. They stopped when things got tough. They stopped when they felt tired. They stopped when failure knocked them down. But you are not like them. You are capable of pushing through. You are capable of rising up when you're knocked down. You are capable of going further than you've ever imagined, as long as you choose to never stop. Being a student is hard. Let's not pretend it isn't. You're juggling assignments, exams, projects, and the pressure to succeed. You're sacrificing sleep, social time, and sometimes even your sanity to keep up with the work. You're faced with endless tasks, and on top of that, the constant fear of failure. The doubt creeps in. Am I doing enough? Will I make it? Is it all worth it? I know it feels overwhelming. I know that sometimes it seems like you're drowning in a sea of work and you don't know how much more you can take. Sleepless nights, stress levels that are off the charts, the feeling that no matter how hard you try, it's never enough. But let me tell you something. Every successful student has faced what you're facing. Every person who has made it through has stared at the same pages, stared and felt that same weight. The only difference is they didn't stop. They kept going. And that's what you must do too. Here quote, Sam the thing, growth doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens when you push through the hardest moments. The moments when you feel like you can't go any further. The moments when you're on the edge of giving up, but you find just enough strength to keep going. Do you think the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, or the world's top achievers got there by taking the easy route? Absolutely not. They've all faced hardships, setbacks, and failures, but what made them different was their ability to embrace the struggle. They saw every challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. They knew that their ability to endure the pain and discomfort was what would ultimately lead them to success. You have to embrace the struggle. You have to see every late night, every stressful assignment, every moment of doubt as part of the journey, because it's in those moments that you'll grow the most. It's in those moments that you'll discover what you're truly capable of. Let's get real for a moment. Success is not meant to be easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It's for the warriors. It's for those who are willing to fight through the toughest times, to keep going even when it seems impossible. And not everyone makes it. Why? Because most people stop when things get hard. They let the difficulty break them. They let fear and doubt take over. But you are different. You have the strength to push through when others back out. You have the determination to keep moving forward when everyone else is quitting. And that's why you will succeed, because you won't stop. Now ask yourself, do you want to be like everyone else? Do you want to blend in with the crowd, another face in the sea of students who gave up along the way? Or do you want to stand out as someone who never quit? Someone who pushed through every challenge, who never stopped, and who succeeded because they chose persistence over comfort? The choice is yours. But remember, if you choose to quit, if you choose to let the challenges stop you, you'll fade into the background. But if you keep going, you'll rise above. You'll become someone who inspires others by showing them that success is possible, no matter the obstacles. Let's talk about something critical: persistence. It's the foundation of success. It's not about being perfect. It's not about never making mistakes. It's about showing up every single day, giving your best, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you feel like you don't have anything left to give. I quote, "I'll tell you this, no one who's ever achieved greatness was perfect, but they showed up. They kept going." And that's what you need to do too. Success doesn't require perfection. It requires perseverance. It requires the strength to keep going when everyone else gives up. Every study session you complete, every chapter you read, every problem you solve is an investment in your future. Think of it like planting seeds. Every time you study, you're planting a seed that will grow into something bigger, your success. But if you stop planting, if you stop investing in yourself, those seeds will never grow. You might not see the results immediately. You might not feel the difference right away. But every effort you put in compounds over time. And eventually, all of that hard work will pay off. Your future self will thank you for the persistence you showed today. Now let's talk about the consequences. What happens if you stop? What happens if you give up right now? You stay stuck. You settle for less than you're capable of. You become another statistic of someone who could have made it, but didn't have the courage to keep going. That quote said the reality. If you give up, nothing changes. You remain in the same place you were before. But if you keep going, you choose persistence over comfort. Unlock the door to your future. Unlock the door to success. Think of your journey like a race. You're not at the finish line yet. You're halfway there. You're tired. Your legs hurt. Your lungs are burning. But guess what? The finish line is just ahead. Step you take is bringing you closer to it. So don't stop now. Keep going. Because the pain you're feeling today is nothing compared to the success you'll experience when you cross that finish line. When you feel like quitting, ask yourself this: do I want temporary comfort or long-term success? Do I want to give in to the immediate relief of quitting? Or do I want the lasting reward of my hard work paying off? The choice is yours. And let me tell you, the discomfort you feel right now will fade, but the success that comes from your persistence, that will last forever. Persistence is everything. Never stop, never settle. Your future is in your hands, and it's up to you to make the choice. The road won't always be easy, but you must keep moving forward. Remember this: success belongs to the ones who refuse to stop. So choose to keep going. No matter what, never stop, never settle. Your success is waiting. Let's take a moment and think about what's really stopping you from reaching your goals. Is it fear? Fear of failing, fear of not being good enough, or fear of being judged? Maybe it's perfectionism. You believe that if it's not perfect, it's not worth doing. Or perhaps it's a lack of motivation, where you just don't feel inspired to get started, or you lose steam halfway through. These are all mental barriers that we face. But let me tell you something, they are all lies. They are excuses that our minds create to keep us from moving forward. Fear is just a feeling. Perfectionism, it's a trap that keeps you stuck because nothing is ever truly perfect. And lack of motivation, it's temporary. Motivation doesn't show up every day, but discipline does. Let me ask you, what's really stopping you? Because once you identify that, you'll see it for what it is, an obstacle that you can overcome. You have the power to break through these barriers, to push past the doubts, and to silence the fears. Here's the truth. Challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities in disguise. Every obstacle you face is a chance to grow. Every failure you experience is a chance to learn. If you look at challenges as problems that are too big to overcome, then you'll never make progress. But if you see them as opportunities to become stronger, smarter, and more resilient, then you can take control of your life. Think about the challenges you're facing right now. What if you reframed them? What if you looked at them not as burdens, but as tools for growth? The hard classes, the long hours, the struggles you face, they're shaping you into something greater. They're not the end of the road. They're the building blocks of your success. When you face a tough situation, don't back down. Step up and face it head on. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How will I grow from this? And in doing so, you turn every challenge into an opportunity to level up. Let me tell you this, failure is not final. It's part of the journey. The truth is, the greatest people we admire, the ones who have reached the highest levels of success, are the ones, they're the building blocks of your success. When you face a tough situation, don't back down. Step up and face it head on. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How will I grow from this? And in doing so, you turn every challenge into an opportunity to level up. Let me tell you this, failure is not final. It's part of the journey. The truth is, the greatest people we admire, the ones who have reached the highest levels of success, are the ones, what did I learn? How can I do better next time? Every time you rise from a failure, you build resilience. And with every failure you overcome, you get closer to success. Think about your mind as a muscle. It's not going to get stronger if you don't push it. It's easy to let your mind take the easy path, to give in to doubt, to believe the lies it tells you. But just like lifting weights builds physical strength, pushing through the mental challenges builds mental toughness. Mental toughness is what separates the successful from the rest. It's not about being born with the right mindset. It's about developing it over time. It's about training your mind to focus on what matters, to keep pushing forward when things get hard, and to ignore the distractions that try to hold you back. You gotta be relentless in your pursuit of success. Keep pushing. Keep training your mind to be strong. The more you push, the stronger you'll become. And when life gets tough, now I want you to ask yourself, how bad do you really want success? How badly do you want to reach your goals? How much are you willing to fight for your dreams? Because if you really want it, if you're truly committed, you will find a way to push through. Let me be clear. Success is not for the faint of heart. It's not for those who are willing to quit when things get tough. It's for those who are determined, who refuse to give up. No matter what. So, how bad do you want it? The answer to that question will determine whether you keep going when things get hard, or whether you throw in the towel and give up. Here's the truth. Your mind can either be your greatest asset or your worst enemy. You have the power to control your thoughts, your actions, and your future. But if you allow your mind to control you, if you let fear, doubt, and negativity dictate your actions, then you'll be at the mercy of your circumstances. You cannot let your mind be your master. You are the master of your thoughts, and you must take control. The moment you decide to control your mind, you will start to see real change. You'll stop being a prisoner of your own fears, and you'll start becoming the person you were always meant to be. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Some days you'll feel inspired to work hard, and other days you won't. But here's the key. Success doesn't rely on motivation. It relies on discipline. Discipline is what gets you out of bed in the morning. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. You can't wait for the perfect moment to act. You can't wait until you feel inspired. You've got to do the work even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the habit of showing up day after day, even when you don't want to. And that's what separates those who succeed. Creating a routine is about taking control of your day. It's about setting yourself up for success, even on the days when you don't feel motivated. A strong routine eliminates the need for motivation because you've already decided what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. Don't rely on the whim of motivation to get things done. Build a routine that guarantees you're always moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Success is not about overnight accomplishments. It's not about big dramatic moments. It's built through consistent small actions taken every single day. The student who studies a little bit every day will outperform the student who crams at the last minute. The person who works on their goals every day will outperform the person who waits for the perfect moment. Every small action counts. Every hour you spend working toward your goal is an investment in your future. It might seem slow at times, but trust me, progress is progress. Keep showing up. And those small steps will add up to something big. Think about a tree. It doesn't grow overnight. It starts as a seed and it takes time to grow. But every day its roots are getting stronger, even if you can't see it. It's the same with success. Every day you work toward your goal, even when it feels like nothing is happening, you're building a stronger foundation. You're laying the groundwork for something big. You might not see the results immediately, but trust me, those small actions you're taking every day are strengthening your foundation and getting you closer to the success you want. How many times have you started strong only to give up halfway through? How many times have you felt the urge to quit because things got tough? What if, instead of quitting, you kept going? What if you committed to consistency, no matter how hard it got? Ask yourself, what would your life look like if you kept going? If you didn't let the struggle stop you? If you didn't let the setbacks knock you down? I guarantee you, if you kept going, you'd be closer to your goal than you are right now. It's not about working harder. You don't have to burn yourself out by working 24/7. What you need is focus. What you need is a clear plan, consistent effort, and the discipline to keep pushing forward. Remember this and never forget it. Successful students do not stop. They push through the hardships. They rise after every fall. They never quit, no matter how difficult the road becomes. And neither will you. The world is waiting for you to show up. Don't disappoint them. Don't disappoint yourself. The only thing standing between you and success is the decision to never stop. So keep going, keep pushing, and remember, you were born to succeed.